Welcome everyone to episode 51 of the Brewhouse podcast between two brothers where we talk about gaming, tech, entertainment, and everything in between. This week we're going to be going over / giving our thoughts on the PlayStation 5 reveal. For those of you that didn't see, we did react to the whole thing. It is also up on our YouTube channel. It will be linked down below, or you can just go, it's the previous video that is on the channel. So this reveal was amazing. I was trying to think of how to word it, but just straight up, it was just amazing.
Very, very good. Probably one of the best announcements, like as far as single video. Because if you look at this video compared to Microsoft's, I mean, it was just out of the park. Because yeah, everyone's working from home and stuff like that, but they still put time and effort into making it look professional.
Yeah.
Rather than everybody's just sitting there, with their headsets at home, just like looking and talking to a 720p camera and giving their thoughts on the console. No, it was very well done.
Yeah. So you actually weren't expecting them to show it, and I'm pretty sure the conference was called PlayStation 5 Reveal. Like that's what the I'm almost positive.
I think it was supposed to be,
because you were the only person I knew of that wasn't expecting them to show it.
No,
that I saw.
A lot of people that I follow and like listen to, they were not expecting it at all.
Because almost everyone I know, it was like I was 100% expecting them to show it. And they did.
Now, I'm gonna figure it out.
I was 100% expecting them. I was going into the conference 100% sure they were going to show the console.
No, it was supposed to be PS5, the future of gaming.
Oh,
so no, it was supposed to detail like the games in which they emphasized from the start. I mean, after the whole Grand Theft Auto 5 thing, which was awesome, if you have it now, you get $1 million. And yeah, I mean, everybody, you see that Rockstar logo pop up, you thinking Grand Theft Auto 6? No,
I don't think we're getting Grand Theft Auto 6 until like 2023.
Why would they want to do that?
Yeah,
when they're making so much money off of Grand Theft Auto 5.
Isn't it like the second most profitable game ever behind Minecraft?
It's probably pushing Minecraft for the first. But no, whenever it was detailed, like maybe in the description saying like this conference was supposed to be all about the games, and that's how they started. They showed the Grand Theft Auto 5, and then they went into saying, we're gonna let the games speak for themselves. So I was not expecting the concept at all.
The games definitely spoke for themselves. We'll probably do our top 3 or 5 at the end, but I'm really happy with what they're doing with one game in particular, Spider-Man. I love the fact that it's a standalone game.
Yes.
There was a lot of confusion.
It'll probably be $40 too. It's not going to be
I would think so.
$60 game.
It'll probably be like a 20-hour game with some side stuff to do.
Yeah, it's going to be a Lost Legacy version.
Yeah.
Which was the after Uncharted 4.
So a tie-in game kind of.
15-hour. So it's probably going to be a stepping stone to Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, at first I thought, are they really about to already do Spider-Man 2?
No.
No.
Whenever it said Spider-Man Miles Morales, I was like, okay, this is going to be a standalone game. It's not going to be an expansion. It's not going to be Spider-Man 2, because it would have said Spider-Man 2, whatever. That's I thought it would have been. So, no, that was a way to start off. Every time you saw the, the Sony PlayStation Studio icon pop up, you knew something good was going to happen.
Yeah. And that trailer, I think most people got most excited for Spider-Man, because that trailer on YouTube, after like 4 days, was already at 10 million views.
Yep.
Which is absolutely ridiculous. Just for context, the Halo Infinite reveal trailer that came out, I think 2 years ago, is at like 6 million or so. It's less than that.
Mind you, the PlayStation event was the highest YouTube video stream ever.
Yeah, but it was like 3.5 million people watching on YouTube and Twitch. And then
YouTube was like 3.5 million, but Twitch was like 1 million alone.
No, there was 3.5 million on Twitch too, I think.
Oh, okay.
Total watching the event, like in the special
Gotcha.
events thing.
Gotcha.
And then like there was like 30 people on Mixer watching it. Sorry, I had to throw that joke in there. So yeah, this was a really hyped up event, and I think they absolutely delivered.
I think they crushed it.
Yeah, Gran Turismo. I've always been a fan, but I've never like gone out of my way to be like, oh yeah, I want that game. I might get the new one because it looks legit, especially if there's going to be an open world aspect.
I need to take a picture of what Megan's uncle built for her cousin.
What is
He got
it?
the racing wheel and everything, and built like a frame.
Oh, that's awesome.
So he has the pedals and everything like that. But it's for
Forza.
Truck
Simulator.
It's for Forza, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
no, but Gran Turismo, I remember playing Gran Turismo 2 and Gran Turismo 3 A spec and just loving it. I mean, as far as like racing simulation games, those, I mean, they're hard to beat.
Mm-hmm. They just never had the open world aspect, did they?
No, it's just the graphics look amazing on it. So yeah, if you have a screen, and because I mean the peripherals aren't really that expensive. I mean, like if for as like pedals, the controller, and like the shifter is under $100.
Yeah,
from what I remember.
Yeah, so I mean, if you can, by all means, do that. But I'm just gonna play it with a controller. I'm not gonna buy.
Oh yeah, and like in the past, I played it with a controller and been completely okay with it.
Yeah.
No, that's something definitely that I may not get at launch, but once the price drops down to 50% off or something like that, I'll definitely pick up.
Yeah. Standout game that was probably lesser known for me. I think you might agree with me. It was Kena. I forget the rest of it. It looked like it drew from. First of all, it looked really good. It had a really unique art style. The combat looked like
Kena Bridge of Spirits.
Yeah, that game stuck out the most to me as. I don't want to say the lesser known games, but I mean it's a first party, isn't it? Actually, I don't know. It might be on PC.
It's a console exclusive, but it's probably a second party. No, it's probably an indie title, but it's a console.
It looked damn good for an indie title.
It's a PS5 console exclusive though.
I thought all the games looked good, even the indie ones. They might not be up our alley to play, but I think we can agree that they all looked interesting and they all looked artistic, except
I'd say probably about 80% of the games I'd actually play.
Except for Goodbye Volcano High.
I would actually play that over Destruction All Stars.
Oh yeah, Destruction All Stars was probably the weakest one for me.
No, because Goodbye Volcano High sort of looks like
a Telltale game.
A Telltale game, something like that. What's the game I'm thinking of? Shit, I can't think of the name. But no, it looks like a Telltale game. Which I'd be okay with that. I mean, if it's something like that, I'd completely be fine with that. I mean, the graphics were good. Everything seemed to the music was good and everything like that. So, I mean,
I don't want to doubt what Sony and Microsoft have been saying.
Life is Strange is what I was thinking about.
Okay, yeah. I don't want to doubt what they're saying, and this is kind of a tangent here, but they all but promised PC performance, and from what we've seen, there has not been. Again, they were trailers too. But like, take the Godfall trailer for example. 4K 60, right? The trailer was not in the trailer wasn't even in 60 FPS. Even the one they posted on YouTube was not in 60 FPS. No.
I think for the Godfall it showed pre-alpha gameplay though.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is I'm still not buying into the every game will run at least 4K 60 FPS. Like Assassin's Creed has already announced it's not going to.
I'm expecting 1080 60 FPS.
Which you see is not enough, in my opinion.
Minimum. Well, I mean,
to me, if it's in 1080, it needs to be at least 120 for them to. Because I mean, this is what they've been saying too. Like they said 4K 60 would be like the median, so that should be like what every game should be. So I don't know. That's just a nitpick for me, but I haven't seen enough to convince me that they are living up to what they said these consoles would be able to do.
I would say 1080p 60 frames is the minimum that they're going to be shooting for in every game, because chances are probably 50% of the consumers have 4K TVs.
Mhm.
I mean, you don't even have a 4K TV.
Yeah.
I do, so that's
Mhm.
50%. So it's just that I can understand, but 120 frames per second, I don't know if it needs to go that far. Like 60.
Well, my whole thing is what makes them, what is separating them and making them next gen if they are going to only do what previous gen could already do. Because
It
like
depends on the developer. Because I
I
mean, are
know,
you
but
going to be
still,
asking
like,
for indies to push 120 frames in their games whenever they have less resources and less manpower to develop it, as opposed to an Insomniac that's going to be pushing Ratchet and Clank that's definitely going to be at 4K 60,
mhm.
and another division of Insomniac that's going to be doing Spider-Man, which is going to be the same architecture that was on the PS4 Spider-Man, just up res to at least 1080 60
Yeah, you
frames.
see, and I'm not even talking about indies. Like, I get Assassin's Creed is on Ubisoft, and they never optimize their games well.
Ubisoft, yep.
But I don't know. Until I see it, like Godfall is made by Gearbox. They should that should be a 4K 60 game.
I hope that game's good. Let's go to that. Okay. We saw some gameplay from Gearbox. The soundtrack was different, but it worked.
I didn't think it worked, but
I think it worked. It reminded me a lot of a remaster that's going to come out, Kingdoms of Amalur.
mm-hmm.
I hope it's good. I just
I
hope it's
really
good.
hope it's good. Yeah.
I hope it's good. It reminds me of Kingdoms of Amalur and Hellgate London.
Yeah. Well, except it's
So
third person.
Hellgate London was third person.
Oh, you could do third person. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I remember only doing first person in that game.
Oh no, third person in Kingdoms of Amalur. That's why. But those two games
And Hellgate,
were,
we're talking about Hellgate for first person and third person. I know Kingdoms of
yes,
Amalur was
yeah,
third.
yeah, yeah. You could do first person with Hellgate, but I switched to third person
Oh,
immediately.
okay.
No, it reminded me very much of those games, which I really liked. So if it gets the loot, the loot grind going, and it doesn't have all the hiccups with gameplay and graphics and all that, I think it'll be good. But I'm not so sure it will, just because it's Gearbox.
Well, and we've talked about this before. I'm to the point where I am not going to play a game where there's no end game if it's an action RPG slash MMO thing. So like
Yes,
I'm
with
not gonna
MMO
play
being the keyword
yeah,
there.
I'm not gonna play I'm not gonna play Warframe where there's not a set end game raid or
Right.
activity to do. I'm not gonna play a game just to farm loot and then take that loot I just farmed to go farm other loot.
Action adventure, you're gonna play Demon Souls remake.
Yeah, like
Because there's a
I'm really excited for Demon
story.
Souls. Yeah.
There's a story. There's a start and a finish.
Mhm. But for something like Godfall, we don't know if there's going to be a story. We would think. I mean, they said what the story is.
Yeah.
You're scaling the mountain to go kill a god. I think pretty much.
Yeah.
And you have like different armors that give you different weapons and stuff. Which I will say, the armors and the combat and the weapons look badass.
No, it looks awesome. It's just it needs a hit.
Yeah, like we don't know what the loop's going to be. Are we going to be farming armor to go play a harder difficulty of a mission we've done 10 times to farm more gear that we're not going to use on anything? So we'll see. We'll definitely see. I'm kind of sad. God.
No, I was gonna say there's a lot of other like small indie games that normally in a conference like that there's the big like AAA games, but
Yeah.
then the indie games are
The kind
not
of
hitting.
filler.
But I mean, like Project Athia looks good.
Oh, that's that the
Returnal,
Square game?
yeah, this is a Square game. Returnal looks good, which is the Housemarque game.
Mm-hmm.
Oddworld actually looks interesting. I mean, Pragmata from Capcom looks good.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of games that I think that was the highlight of this entire conference. Is there was no real low point. Like people would think like Bug Snacks is the low point, but in actuality,
Dude, that game looks trippy. But there's a bunch of people talking about it.
Yeah, exactly. And or Little Devil Inside. I mean, that game looks like watching it, it's just like you start watching it, it's like, okay, yeah, I see what they're trying to do, and like the
Yeah.
graphics and the animation, everything was good. But there was no real low point.
Hmm. They did a really good job of, they hit us hard at the beginning with freaking Gran Turismo,
Just like went up
Spider-Man, and Ratchet and Clank.
and then just all the way up at the end.
Yeah, and then they finished. Horizon was the last game they showed, right?
Mhm.
And then they had Demon Souls about a third of the, or 2/3 of the way through.
Yeah, it was like Deathloop, Demon Souls, Horizon, or something like
Yeah.
that.
Um, I, Horizon's not going to be a launch title. It'll surprise. I'd be shocked if it was. I'm thinking
I
spring
think
of next year.
I think that's the biggest thing about the consoles, and we can move into the console from there, is they're not releasing a release date, and people are so upset about there's no price, there's no price. Okay, the thing is, it's not going to be over $500. It's just not. This
Do you think it's not
is
going to
the
be over 500?
no,
I
I
think.
really do not. I
I don't
think
think it'll be more than 600, because the
no.
PS3 was 600.
I think this is the biggest leap, and that's the biggest reason why they haven't announced their price yet. They're wanting to see what Microsoft does, but they don't want to overprice because this is the biggest deciding factor in who wins the console wars. And
Well, to the general public, it is, but
yeah, but if they price this at 40 $499, I think that's perfect. And
so
if
the
they
disk
pros
drive one,
the disk drive, and if
yeah,
they do, they're so that's the thing. They're going to price the disk drive, the standard edition, at a break even or slight profit price point.
hmm
The digital edition is going to be priced at a loss.
hmm
And how they're going to recoup that is with the digital edition, they cut out the Best Buys, the GameStops. So rather than splitting profit with
the retailers.
the retailers, they get all of it from the store.
Here's a question
So they
for you.
can so they can sell it at a loss
Hmm.
because they're going to make it all back on software.
Do you think the digital version? I don't think so, but do you think the digital version will have a bigger storage capacity stock than the disc one?
No.
I don't think so either, because
I think
now
it's
with
going to
the
be the
library,
same 850
yeah,
cents
yeah,
megabytes, whatever it is, and then you're still going to have the
megabytes,
same yeah, gigabytes.
gigabytes, yeah,
I know. And then you're going to still have the same expandable features. I think they're not going to want to vary too much on that because that's just going to be extra money that they
yeah.
spend in manufacturing.
And plus now, like I mean, you have your library. If you ever want to play again, it's not like when you delete the game off your console, you lose it.
Yeah.
It's like it's just in your game library. If you want to play it again, you can go download it. And if you
Well,
have
especially
decent
with
internet, the download speed's gonna be insane with the SSD.
the USB-C port in the front, and then
Yeah,
you have the ultra charge port in the front. So, what do you think about the design?
I absolutely love it. And there was a leak that they're gonna come out with special editions too.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's PlayStation. They're gonna have special editions.
Imagine
Ha-
a Spider-Man PS5 at
have you
launch.
seen the black one where it's all black with the blue lights,
Hmm.
but it has the normal colored symbol, PlayStation symbol above it?
I will say I think the all black one looks better than the white
Mhm.
one. I
I
think the
like the
white one
white
looks
one.
I think the white one looks amazing. Don't get me wrong. I think the all black looks slightly better. I really hope they come out with an all black controller.
They're gonna come out
That's
with
my
special
main thing.
editions.
Yeah. So
I mean, they've come out with
I hope they don't come out with special editions like a month after the console actually releases. I hope it comes out
no.
when it launches.
So the first game I could see them coming out with special edition for probably hasn't been announced yet. I don't see them coming. They're not going to come out with one with Spider-Man Morales. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do one for Godfall. They're not going to do one for Ratchet and Clank.
Well, yeah,
They're not going to
Godfall's not
do
an
one.
exclusive, so
They're not going to do one for Horizon. So no, I say the first special edition is probably over a year out.
I saw leaks saying that they were going to have special editions when they launch.
For what game? What special editions?
I don't know. I'm just saying like different colored
Or is
ones
it
or
just like
anything.
different colors?
It might
I
just be
mean
different colors.
that's different as opposed to, a certain design in
Uh-huh.
reference to a game. Because I mean, Xbox, you can go customize your controllers now.
Yeah.
So what makes you couldn't do that for PlayStation?
PS5 special editions teased by Sony. It's from Game Rant. Leading member of the PlayStation 5 team teases PS5 special editions and console customization options fans have, quote, never seen before. Blah, 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 blah. Trying to see like if they say when they would come out. Probably not. One suggestion is that PS5's white panels could be replaced.
Oh, so like Xbox
Xbox's
360.
faceplate,
Yeah.
which I think would be a really good idea. We couldn't really tell from the renders they showed if those things like snapped in. I really like
Did
the ventilation design though at the top.
did you see that like the grip parts in the controllers is little small XOs and
Yeah, I did see
squares and
that.
everything? That's and same thing in the ventilation part.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about this being taller than Xbox One X?
No, I don't care.
I mean, I'm gonna lay it horizontal just because that's how my entertainment center is gonna
Mm.
be, but
Yeah,
chances are
it's gonna be on my desk, so mine's gonna be vertical.
chances are I'm probably gonna buy a disc one for the living room of a new house, and I'll probably eventually buy a discless one or the
Mm.
first special edition that I like for the bedroom.
Yeah, and that's another
But
thing.
no,
Are they gonna do a special edition for the discless and the disc one? I would think so. Set a certain amount for each one. Like, say they make a God of War PS5. Will they make a
no,
Will they make a special one for the discless one or just for the disc one?
it's
You
gonna be
think
one of
just the
them.
disc one? Yeah.
I think it's just gonna be the disc one. I think the discless one's gonna be standalone. Like, hey, here's a
Mm-hmm.
cheaper one, because the thing is, like I said earlier, they're gonna be taking a loss on the discless one.
Yeah.
No matter what price point they set it at, they want to be able to get people into their ecosystem, buying their games, playing the PlayStation, and everything like that. And you buy a discless, I mean, you're gonna have to buy games through the PlayStation Store.
Yeah.
So Sony's just gonna be taking all the money from that, making up for their loss on the system. But no, I think it's gonna be just the full version. And I mean, you said you're gonna get the discless version, right?
No, I'm getting the one with the disc drive in it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it just because,
I mean, it's a
yes,
4K player. Like,
I want to have the option for a 4K player. I have a 4K TV.
yeah, and
I want to be able to play
we're nerds and we still get discs. Like we get
steelbooks
yeah, all
all
the
the way.
Marvel steelbooks, we get those. Any movies we like that have steelbooks, we get those. So
Yeah, I mean, I
that's
have a list of 4K movies that I want to get,
mhm.
but I just don't have a player for it yet. I
Yeah.
have a 4K TV. I just don't have a player for it yet.
Yeah, so is there anything from the event that you thought they were going to show that they didn't?
Um,
I mean, we had talked about it before, and I feel like we were pretty spot on.
yeah,
We knew they were okay. When we said we knew, we were very confident they were going to show Horizon 2
yes.
because that
I
came out
didn't
in
think they were gonna.
2017.
I did not think they were gonna show God of War 2.
No, I knew there was no way.
We knew
I
they were gonna
was
show Ratchet.
yeah, I was not expecting Spider-Man. I will say that.
I was expecting Spider-Man more than God of War.
Well, yeah. I wasn't expecting
Not
Spider-Man
in
though.
the sense that they showed it,
Mhm.
but I wasn't expecting the console, let alone the camera, the headset, and the
Mhm.
controller.
I'm gonna be
Uh,
honest. I was expecting either Elden Ring or Bloodborne 2.
no, I wasn't.
Um, but also
Elden
I
Ring,
have
no.
unrealistic hopes. So
I was expecting something more on backwards compatibility. I will say that.
mhm.
I was
Yeah,
expecting
because we
some
still don't know. We
Ghost of Tsushima or Last of Us Part 2
like
on
shown
backwards
on
compatibility.
PS5.
Yes.
Okay.
Or even something more of like the loading screens with Spider-Man or something.
Yeah.
Something to do with backwards compatibility. No, Elden Ring's too far out. I mean, Bethesda was a wish. Doesn't surprise me that they did 2K. I mean, NBA 2K.
Well, how
Because
far out do you
X
think Elden Ring is?
3 years.
So you think it's going to be you think there's going to be 7 years from the time they showed it to when the game actually comes out? Longer than Final Fantasy VII Remake?
Who's writing the lore for it?
Oh, that's true. He's helping write it. Still
He's
a
helping
Miyazaki
write
game.
it. When was the last Game of Thrones book that came out?
Yeah, that's a good point. Then again, he's probably signed into a contract, and they probably have a deadline.
Bloodborne 2 is going to come out before Elden Ring. Book it.
I want Bloodborne on PC so bad.
That should be soon.
Horizon comes out on PC soon.
Yeah, have you bought Persona 4 Golden?
No, not yet. I need to do that. Need to do that after this.
I would wait. I would wait and see if Persona 5 Royal comes out.
The Steam sale is in a week and a half, so
yeah, I would wait for that. See if it drops in price. Because I mean, if it drops down to $10, buy it. But Persona 4 Golden is good, but Persona 5 is just
better.
So much better. People say Golden is the best, but they're lying to themselves.
Yeah, so the only thing I didn't necessarily think they were going to show it, but I was hoping for either Bloodborne 2 or Elden Ring. But I kind of got
something from FromSoft.
Well, FromSoft's not making it. It's Bluepoint. But
Bluepoint's making Elden Ring?
No, Bluepoint's making Demon Souls remake or remaster, whatever.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Bloodborne 2 or Elden Ring.
No, yeah, that's FromSoft.
Yeah.
Which I never played Demon Souls. I've just watched videos on it. And like halfway through the trailer, I was like, we kind of thought it was going to be Legend of Dragoon at the beginning.
I really thought when Shu came up and I was like, there's no way in hell.
Yeah.
Now, the director of Bluepoint said he does want to do Legend of Dragoon. I'm like, take my money.
Please, yeah.
Please, make it.
Trying to think what else. I absolutely love the way the console looks.
I think it was a very good conference, and the fact is, in the next couple of months, there's going to be more. Completely okay with it. Price point, they're not going to release the price until Microsoft. I like how they gave Microsoft, the finger
with the digital edition.
With the digital edition, whenever they plan on announcing Scarlet in August.
Yeah,
which is going to be all digital. So, no, I think it was great. I mean, the controller looks awesome. I think it's a wireless charging station, if I saw correctly. No, it just looked good.
Yeah. The only thing, and again, a lot of these games they were just showing like how the games could look. I kind of wish we got to see more gameplay of games. Like we saw gameplay of Gran Turismo. We saw it of Kena. We saw it of Ratchet. We saw it of a couple of the smaller games. We didn't see gameplay.
Godfall. We didn't see.
We saw Godfall.
We saw it a couple.
We saw pretty much in-game screenshot, or they posted screenshots after.
I would say we saw more gameplay than non-gameplay.
No, yeah, I agree, but I'm still waiting for them to prove that these consoles will be able to do what they said they were going to be able to do.
Well, I mean, okay, so they're going to be able to do like what PCs can do now, but then like AMD 4000 architecture is coming out in less than a year.
I know, but I'm saying if games can do 4K 30, to me that is not enough to make this the next gen leap.
I think
because Xbox Series X or Xbox One X or S, whatever it is, can already do native 4K 60
on all games.
Not on all games. On some games, they have enhanced graphics that you can do 4K 60 native, not upscaled.
I think on this next console, if they can do 4K 30 on every game, like that's a basis, 4K 30 or 1080 60 as a basis, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah,
because indie games are going to be at that point, but then you got the AAA games that are going to be 4K 120 or whatever because they have all the money for it.
And even I don't even care. I'm getting the PlayStation to play single player games on, so I don't really care about the super high frame rates. No. I'm just saying they've they've built these consoles up and hyped them up to be able to do for. To me, the standard for these consoles was shown to be 4K 60. I could be wrong on that, but
8K 60.
Well, yeah, you have Microsoft's coming in 8K 120 frames, like the misleading thing. So again, they haven't, and they should. Yeah, there is a difference in power between them, but it's not like you can raise the graphics settings on. I mean, you might be able to on these. You never know. But the difference in the graphics processing power, which is the main difference, the big word, the teraflop word, it's like a 1.7 teraflop difference between.
It's not big enough to make a difference.
Yeah, the Xbox will have 12, I think, and PS5 will have 10.3. You're not going to notice that difference. They're both going to run games the same way.
And especially if the games are reading slower on the more powerful system than they are on the less powerful system.
Yeah. So we've said this before, we play where the games are, and
yeah,
for every single console, PlayStation has had better games.
I mean, it's just PlayStation right now is fans are excited to, I want to get this system and play this game.
Yeah.
Xbox fans are, well, you shouldn't buy the PlayStation because it's less powerful. And it's like, well, there's no games on there.
Yeah.
The Halo Infinite that little of you seen look like crap.
And I can play it on PC. I don't have to buy I don't have to buy an Xbox to play any of their games. I can just play it on PC.
Exactly.
So we said it before. We think Xbox is shooting themselves in the foot. I'm a little less biased than JT is. I've owned every Xbox system except the 1X, 1S, whatever that. I'm confused by that. So how do you think other normal people feel?
Did you have an S or an X?
I mean, I had an Xbox One.
So you didn't have an S or a 1X?
I've had I've had every console generation.
Yeah.
So I've had a normal Xbox, I've had a 360, I've had a
One. And it's not even the fact that I'm biased. It's just, it's exactly like you said. If I wanted to play Xbox games, I can play them on my PC.
Yeah.
But it's just like the games, even still then, the games aren't that enticing to me to want to go do it because they're not that grand single player experience.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what was the last good Halo game?
Reach.
Not remake.
Reach.
Yeah. So that was what, 4th?
That was I don't know if ODST came out before Reach. I think it did.
ODST is the remake of what, the original one?
No, ODST is like ODST is a Spider-Man Miles Morales. It's a side tie-in game where you play as like the human soldiers.
So you're saying Reach was the last good one?
Yeah. I think Reach was the last one Bungie made too. And that came out in, don't tell me, 2010? 2011?
2010, you're right. Yeah, September 14, 2010. So you're saying that
in 10 years. And okay, the Halos have been good. They were not as good as Halo 1 through 3 were.
Yeah.
And again, that might be developer thing.
Okay, you played Halo 1 on Xbox first.
Yeah.
I played it on PC and got banned for hacking nonstop because I was just killing people. No, but I mean, it's like right here, Halo: The Master Chief Collection on Steam. I could play Reach on Steam.
Yeah.
Why don't you play that on Xbox?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's if Xbox had I'm upset that Hellblade 2 is going to be on Xbox because I love the first one. It was great.
But you can play it on PC.
Can play it on PC.
You're just mad because I know why you're mad. And if you listen to all our podcasts, you know why he's mad too.
Why?
Because he's not going to be able to get the trophies on PlayStation.
Oh no,
for the Hellblade game.
Well, I could go get achievements on Xbox. I mean, in all actuality, the achievement system is bigger than the PlayStation Trophy Network.
I think it's bigger, but I don't think that it's necessarily better.
I mean, it's people go for achievements more than they do for trophies, but I think that trophies is a smaller niche community.
Yeah, and I like the way the trophy system is more than the game.
I'm more upset that Switch doesn't have any stars or whatever the hell you want to call it, point system set up, because I'd be playing that all the time.
Speaking of Switch, Xenoblade 2 is about to get put on the back burner.
Really?
Because Last of Us 2 is coming out on Friday.
Yes.
So
that's right. See, I'm holding off on playing it. I'm gonna.
Yeah, I have it preloaded already. I'm gonna play it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we'll have a review out on that eventually.
Eventually.
But I'm going in with an open mind. I've seen very mixed things on it. It's gotten great reviews so far.
Mixed. Who have you seen that said it was bad?
Well, if you would let me talk, I would tell you.
Okay.
All the reviews have been like out of this world
Tens.
good. All the people whose opinions I trust read the leaks and said the leaks were terrible. Mm-hmm. And again, we base our own opinions. We don't, if I enjoy the game, I'm not going to say it was bad just because other people said the leaks were bad.
Right.
But I am definitely going in with an open mind, and I'm very interested to see how this game is going to be.
Okay, so you're saying the people that read the leaks, they didn't actually play the game?
Well, no, they haven't played it yet because the game's not out yet.
Okay, well that's to me that's completely irrelevant. Because the people that I've seen that trust that played the game have all given it 10 out of 10s. Even the people that I don't trust still gave it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean,
Skill Up said it was. He didn't say it was bad. He said it wasn't for him.
Well, that's honest though. Yeah. I would rather that than people saying, "Oh, it's not bad." Oh, well, you don't play single player. You play Fortnite.
Yeah.
So what do you know about single player games?
And I don't go off Metacritic until like months after the game comes out.
Okay, well, Metacritic right now is a 96 on 90 reviews.
Yeah, but look at some of the reviews that could be considered negative and they're not scored yet. Like Polygon's review is not scored yet, and again, it's Polygon, but
Polygon's a
Kotaku's review is not scored yet.
I'm looking. I'm just trying to pull up reviews for like negative ones.
That's what I'm saying. They won't even be in the negative because they're not scored yet.
IGN Japan said
IGN gave it a 10 out of 10.
2, yeah, IGN Japan.
No, I'm saying normal IGN gave it a 10 out of 10.
Tries too hard to differentiate itself from its predecessor. While astonishing cityscapes and more varied combat options are great evolutions, Part 2 lacks the poetic serenity that made the original road movie-like epic such a masterpiece. On top of that, uninteresting new characters burn the story, making Ellie's journey feel conventional and not nearly as captivating as the original. I mean,
I could definitely see all that.
Well, that's trying to say, okay, the original is always going to be better than the sequel.
We're going off on a tangent here, by the way, but
very big tangent. No, I mean that is
all I'm saying is
is nitpicking.
Well, it's a review. I want my reviews to nitpick.
Yeah.
And if I don't want a sequel to be completely different from the original either.
Let's see.
I want the sequel to build on what the original did. But you can't really do that if you do things completely different. All I'm saying is I'm going into it with an open mind. I'm not going in expecting it to be the best game I've ever played, which I don't think you should do with any game, by the way.
Well, no, it's not going to be the best game we ever played.
Yeah.
That's Breath of the Wild.
Oh, yeah, dude. That's getting put on the back burner for a long time.
It's getting put down the garbage disposal.
Because I've already put more time into Xenoblade, and it is by far the superior game. So,
okay. Gaming Bible. As a video game sequel, it ticks all the boxes of being a bigger and better with more to say, but as a story, as an experience following one of the most critically acclaimed tales ever told in this medium, it sits uncomfortably on a knife's edge, waiting for the passage of all time. Okay, the thing is, people are going to judge this less because the first one was so good. So Gaming Bible gave it a 70 because the first one is just too good.
You said no, they're going to judge it harder because of the first one's so good.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like the first one is Gaming Bible probably gave it like a 90 on the Last of Us Part 1. but they're gonna say The Last of Us Part 2 was just as good in some areas, but it tried too hard in other areas, and it's not as good, so we're gonna give it a 70.
Hmm. Yeah, that
So, I
doesn't make
mean,
sense.
it's we're gonna play it, we're gonna speak for ourselves on it, but I'm always torn between people. Like, you and I both, we follow a certain niche group of people,
Hmm.
and if they like it, we're gonna give it a shot. I
Yeah.
mean, it's less and less more often that we're going to pre-order a game. Like, you pre-order this game. I would, but I know right now I don't have the time to play it.
Well, yeah, you're moving out of your house,
Yeah,
and
I'm going to move out of house. So chances are I'll just steal your PlayStation and play it on yours.
yeah,
Um the but like Final Fantasy VII Remake, we both pre-order that.
yeah.
Hands down. There's gonna be games that we pre-order no matter what, but
Like Horizon is one of those for me, at
yeah.
least. Or probably for you.
Oh yeah,
Like
absolutely.
God of War, of course. So, games
Yeah.
like that. Some of this, and we've talked about this before. We are past the point of pre-ordering games, and we're on a tangent. So we're gonna wrap up here because
Yeah.
we're just ranting
We're just
now.
babbling.
So overall, I would give the PlayStation conference, even though I'm not a huge fan of rating it, I'd give it like a 9 out of 10. Maybe an
I'd
8.
give it I
An
would give it a
8.5
9.
to 9.
9. I would say that I'll give it a 9 because
Yeah.
like even with the console reveal, if they would have shown the price or they would have shown, one of those other games we were talking about, like if they shown God of War 2 or FromSoft game or
They even
something else,
they
just to
even
put it
could
over
have
limit.
yeah, they could have shown what freaking Bethesda did however many years ago when they teased the next Elder Scrolls game, where they showed like 15 minutes of probably not even the same engine and slapped the name Elder Scrolls on it. They could have done that for like Elden Ring, Bloodborne 2, God of War,
If they would have shown just a
something else.
little bit more,
They could
it
have
would have
ended
put
the
it over
show
the
with
edge.
they could have ended the show with that after the console reveal.
No, they would no. The console. The only thing that would have came out of the console reveal was the price.
Okay, we're saying
Mm,
I'm saying hypothetically.
Never would have put anything else. Because I mean, that's gonna. The only reason Rockstar was first with Grand Theft Auto is because they paid for
Yeah, probably
it. Yeah, that's the
because they can
only way.
afford it.
Yeah, because I mean, they make millions of dollars of a game that's been out for 10 years.
That will span 3 console generations. Is it 3? Did
Yeah,
GTA?
yeah, no, it will. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
GTA
Grand.
5 came out on
Yeah.
PS3 and Xbox 360,
Hmm.
didn't it?
Yep. Yep.
The 3 console generations.
I'm just waiting for that PC2 to come out.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, we absolutely loved the reveal. Again, we have our full reaction to the entire event up on the YouTube channel also. So be sure to check that out. If you didn't watch the event, I don't know why you'd be watching a review / thoughts video on it, but
Yeah.
if you didn't watch it, if you didn't watch it and you were even slightly interested in buying the PS5, you should definitely watch it.
If you like video games, go watch it.
Yeah, because I'm excited for both consoles, but seriously, it hit me yesterday how excited I am for the PS5 for all of the single player games coming out.
I was thinking about getting a 1X, but it's just like I might as well wait for the Series X. But it's like at this point, it's why I'd almost rather buy 2 PS5s before buying the Series X.
Well, and another side note, it's leaked that they're going to come out with like an all digital, it's going to be an Xbox Series something, and it's going to be like a third of the power of the Series X, only digital.
Is that the Scarlet?
No, like an even cheaper one than the Scarlet for like 300 or something, or like 250 even. And
Yeah, it would have to be ridiculous cheap
Yeah.
because I was thinking the Scarlet's going to be the same price difference from the digital to the PS5.
Okay, well let's end on this then on price.
Okay.
I think they're going to be the same price. Xbox and PlayStation.
Mm-hmm. What price?
You think it's going to be 500 for the disc drive one? Dude, if it's 3, I will give you $100. I will give you. So you think the disc drive one is going to be 500 and the discless one is going to be 300?
Yes.
But then why in person? Why in person did you say the disc drive one would only be $50 cheaper?
Well, I thought about it more. So the actual cost of the disc drive is probably about $50. Okay. But what I said already they're going to take a loss on the diskless drive because they can. Because to buy new games on the diskless one, Sony gets to keep all the profit from the games on the store. They don't have to split it with retailers. So they can take a loss on the hardware and make up for it on the software. I'm going to say it's 300 and 500 or $299 and $499.
I think you have the prediction of the year. I will say that. I think it's going to be.
I've heard people say the same thing.
I think it's going to be at most $599 and $499. $599 and $499. I'm leaning away from that.
There's an Xbox guy that came out and said, "No way in hell is PlayStation 5 going to be over $500."
Now I'm leaning towards $499 for the disc drive one, $399 for the diskless one. Maybe even I doubt they would do in between. I could see.
No, it's probably going to be $100 difference.
It's So, well, 100 for you, it's $200 difference. Which to me that would not
big.
To me that would not incentivize people enough to get the disc drive one.
How much is a Pro right now?
A PS4 Pro is I think $300.
PS4 Pro is $400. Well, I want to see new. I don't want to see used. Let's go to GameStop. How much is a PS4 Pro Black 1 terabyte? Is $400.
Okay.
New. Yeah.
So you think the diskless drive one is going to be cheaper than the current console gen?
Why would they have to drop the price on the Pros right now? Because there's nothing better than it.
There's no way. I can't get that through my head. There's no way, in my opinion, that they would do that.
I have a feeling that Sony is one to crush Microsoft on this. So the thing is, they've already announced the digital version before Microsoft, even though everybody knew Microsoft was going to announce the digital version.
The digital one is Lockhart, not Scarlet. That's what I was thinking. Then I couldn't remember the name. Scarlet was the
Xbox One X.
That was the Series X. The One X was Scorpio.
Yeah. Okay. So no, I have a feeling they're just going to want to put it to Microsoft. Just say, we got this. It's all us. Y'all are screwed.
I really hope you're right. Because I don't see how. To me, they're gonna. Again, this might sound a little biased. I think they're gonna crush them regardless.
Okay, PlayStation 1 launch price $299. PlayStation 2 launch price, best console ever $299. PlayStation 3
$600
for the larger terabyte, $500 for the smaller terabyte,
which was $100 more than the 360 and still outsold it.
Yes, eventually.
Yeah.
PlayStation 4 was $399. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You go up $100 on the disc version to compensate for the disc, the materials. There's going to be a smaller amount available to $499, $500, but then you also do the digital version for $299.
If they do that, I will buy you your first game on PS5.
You'll buy me a digital version if it's $299?
I will buy you a digital version. No, I'll buy you a digital version of a game, not the console.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, I'm not rolling like that.
All right, Witcher 4, that's probably going to be $120.
No, I'm buying you the basic ass bitch version of a game. So like,
yeah, the basic ass bitch of Witcher 4, that's probably going to be $120.
I'm saying like the first game you get on it. So I'm saying like Ratchet and Clank, I will buy for you.
That is a completely another discussion that I think this console generation, we will see an increase of game prices moving up from that $60 to $80, $100, $120 $120 a game.
I could see that, yeah. I could see it going up to $70.
How much would you comfortably play for The Witcher 3?
Yeah, we've talked about this.
The complete edition. I would pay $120 for a second.
Yeah. And again, I don't think every game studio can get away with that.
How many times have you paid for Skyrim?
Twice.
3?
Twice. I had it on
the base.
Well, okay, I got it as a Christmas. I've only paid for it once, technically, if you want to get technical, because I got it as a Christmas gift on 360, and then I bought the PC version on a Steam sale for like $5.
Oh, okay.
And then when the special edition came out, if you already owned the normal edition, you got the special edition for free.
Yeah.
So you just got outplayed. No, I'm kidding.
So realistically, you probably
I paid $5 for 1,000 hours of content. So,
exactly.
And my second favorite game ever made, by the way. But so yeah, I could definitely see the disc drive one being $500. I think the Series X will also. Again, I think they're going to be.
They're going to be close.
The disc drive ones, yeah. I mean, there's not going to be a $200 difference.
I think the disc
drive versions of each console.
The disc drives are going to be exact. The discless for PlayStation is going to be $50 less than Xbox.
So you think Xbox is going to do a $350?
I think the thing is, Xbox can't take a loss on the hardware because they don't have the software to back it up.
Yeah. Oh, did you also see they're not redoing the UI at all?
On Xbox? Yeah. That's a joke. Yeah. That's ridiculous.
Again, last thing, they're also pushing the whole every game that comes out when the Series X launches is going to be available on the One. So they're
buy a new console?
Yeah. And then by the time, if you're going to do that, save up money and buy a PC and keep your Xbox One or whatever.
So Xbox isn't changing their UI, and PS5 is completely
overhauling their UI. Yeah. And I mean, they've overhauled. Oh, okay, both systems are an overhaul on looks.
Mm-hmm.
You have the mini fridge and you have the wireless router.
It's a modem. I don't know why people keep saying it's a router. It's a modem.
Or a humidifier.
Yeah.
So.
Or Seto Kaiba.
Yeah. Or Seto Kaiba. Anyways, we are both extremely excited for the PS5.
Very.
Day one for both of us, probably.
Maybe both versions. I don't know.
Not for me. Definitely the disc drive one for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're pumped. So anyways, guys, let us know what you thought of the PS5 reveal down below. Be sure to like, follow, /subscribe, whatever platform you're listening on. And I'll be playing The Last of Us 2 this week, so follow on Twitter and I'll be tweeting out non-spoilery thoughts. I'll be streaming it, twitch.tv/Brewski.
I won't be watching.
No, you won't be watching, but
nah.
So yeah, like we said, review on that out eventually.
It will be eventually. It'll be like a sort of like extra, like our thoughts on it and stuff like that. I don't want to rush it. I mean,
no, I'm not going to rush it either, but I'm also not expecting it to be a 50-hour game. I'm expecting it to be a little longer than the first one. Yeah, I'm expecting it to be a little longer than the first one.
Let me see. I want to see something real quick. Fill time. If you can just keep talking while I look at something to see how long it took to get the platinum.
So yeah.
Oh, never mind. It's full. No, I'm expecting 20-25 hours for the platinum on the Last of Us Part 2.
Okay. Before we wrap up, give your top 3 from the reveal. Any order. Doesn't have to be just any order.
Top 3.
Besides the console reveal, like top 3 games.
Probably Horizon. Spider-Man, and then Little Devil Inside, and then a Kara, whatever.
Kena,
yeah. So Spider-Man would be 4.
Okay, for me, I'm basic. It's Horizon, Spider-Man, and Ratchet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ratchet would be like Ratchet and Spider-Man. Ratchet's awesome. You never even play the remake.
I know I need to.
It's so much better than the original one.
Well, I would hope so.
I mean,
the original one came out on PS2.
Yeah, but I need to play that like on HDR TV too.
All right. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for us. We appreciate y'all watching, and until next time,
keep gaming,
and we'll see y'all later. Peace.